All right, welcome to Lean Six Sigma certification. This is the roadmap. My name is Andrew. I authored this playbook over 20 years of experience in operations, profit and loss leadership, mergers and acquisitions, private companies, small companies, large OEMs. I've led at scale. Started as supervisor early in my career, and have led at every level: manager, senior manager, director, VP, and CEO. Led at billion-dollar companies all the way down to $10 million small business units. Received my Lean Six Sigma certifications at Textron, Cessna Aircraft Company, built business jets, built the entire aircraft, and then UTC at a smaller company prior to Textron. And so I've got Lean Six Sigma in engineering, supply chain, and operations. And then what I've used it for over the course of my career is leadership development first, and then also business turnarounds and scaling. And so it's useful in, I like to say, manufacturing environments, in any environment down to an ice cream shop. The fundamentals are undeniably sound, help you reach your highest potential every single day, is why it's so exciting. The core fundamental of lean, and so whether it be yellow belt, black belt, green belt, white belt, one of the most important elements of lean that I've learned in my 20 years is the lean triangle. And so the lean triangle calls out collaboration as the most important core element of lean. And when you think about that on a team, like any team, any company, any environment that's competitive, strives for competitive greatness, collaboration is at the core. And so this calls out, the lean triangle calls out standard work, visual management, and standard management are the three pillars of the triangle. And so that's what you learn. This is a constant. It constantly falls back to when you get your first certification as a yellow belt, where you're doing practical application of the fundamentals that you've learned. You're actually competing in the arena with newer and higher skills. These are the core fundamentals. These are the core principles that you follow. Standard work, visual management, standard management. That's what you're going to learn in this series. Whether you download the PDF, whether you follow along on LinkedIn or YouTube, or use this YouTube tutorial end to end, you'll get your certification. And it comes with a global accredited certification. And so it's recognized globally by all companies. And then also you're going to learn the practical side of it, which is the application. And so the academia is important. It's important to know the information. What's powerful is knowing how to deploy it. So knowledge, knowing how to deploy or implement, and then execute through the adversity are really the three steps in it. Know, deploy, execute through the adversity. These are the chapters. And so congratulations if you've purchased the entire series. This is a series. This is a execute at your own pace. And so I recommend 10 to 12 weeks, even if you get the YouTube video, so you can do some practical, some engagement with peers, potentially supervisors and other groups, so that you get some feedback loops. But you can do this in, I would say, a month. It can be done in a month if you want your certification, if you're getting ready for a raise, if you're looking for a promotion, or it's time for a new opportunity. You want to lean in. You will stand out in any environment, any arena. One, with the global certification in Lean Six Sigma, that's going to separate you. And then two, just your skills and abilities are going to be enhanced tenfold. Some people 20, 25-fold. The skill sets that you learn, if you apply them every day, it's just like anything else. It's just like anything else that you learn. Riding a bike, martial arts, sports, you have to apply it. Some of the fundamental every day to retain it. Once again, you can get this YouTube video. Just go to my website, www.accelerators.VIP is where you can get it if you don't already have it. If you have it, awesome. And so we'll do a brief overview of week one, what week one looks like in the training. And so we talk about Lean Six Sigma. Who is it for in week one? Individuals who want to constantly learn and grow. leaders aiming to reach their highest potential or potentially a raise, companies that want to transform engagement and results, anyone preparing for the next promotion or career move, small business owners. Doesn't matter if you're an ice cream shop or you scaled in construction and you're doing massive projects. You want, in all these elements, you want everyone in your company to understand these core fundamentals. They help create solutions every day. Core competencies, we cover PDCA, plan, do, check, adjust, practical problem solving. Tim Wood is an acronym for the 7 wastes. So what to be mindful of, what are the wastes, what are the impediments, things that get in our way, things that cost us money, things that cause scrap, rework, people to get hurt. On the back of that, 5S+1, safety, lean workplace. And so keeping things in order. And this doesn't mean things have to be pristine. It just means everything has its place. Nothing on the floor. Some core fundamentals. Value stream mapping at a high level so you understand the inner workings of any business. Back to very complex manufacturing and aerospace, down to some simpler things. Could be technology. It could be the business that you're performing if you're a YouTuber. It could be anything in business. Value stream mapping is important so that you can see what is the life cycle of your business from birth to death. What are some of the cues within that value stream that could be impediments to more throughput? So value stream mapping at a high level, super simple, very important to know. Everything is time bound in business. Everything is time bound in life. And so you want to know where those cues are at. Where are those hidden cues that are causing impediments? And then understand, how do you fill those gaps so that you can accelerate? Gemba, walk, go, see. So in any business, there's some form of action that you have to take. It doesn't matter what level you're at in business. There's some things you have to go do every single day. Back to putting in the reps every single day. Some things that you have to. If you want your business to grow, if you want it to be stable, if you want it to become a 100-year powerhouse. And the DMAIC, so you need to know this acronym for the certification. The certification test online is 100% open book. So you can use the slide deck, the PDF, this video when you do testing. DMAIC is more project-based for green belts and black belts. You do want to know those acronyms though, because it's a great problem-solving method to use. And so at the end of this, we learned DMAIC. And then, like I said, if that sounds intimidating, when you take the test, there are a few questions on it, more just so that they know you know what it means, because it is one of the cores of Lean Six Sigma. Use more down the road in green belt and black belt if you want to attack projects and continue your certifications, which you can. Okay, where have I practiced this? So I talked a lot about what I did. Where have I seen this done it? And so like I talked about before, billion-dollar aircraft manufacturers building the entire aircraft. We did this every day. It was a way of life. It was our culture. The company culture was lean, constantly creating solutions. It doesn't mean the adversity goes away. It just means you get better at solving it. $500 million seat manufacturer. We manufactured every seat for every customer, every aircraft that's flying. Very complex. High complexity, high mix, high rates, moving production lines, electronics, monitors, everything that you see in an aircraft. That's what we did, deployed it there. Down to smaller business units, but very high stakes. Collins, about $100 million business unit, did oxygen systems, so critical to life. Life support systems is what they're called. And then all the way down to refrigerators. We talked about UTC in the beginning. That was about a $10 million business unit. We did walk-in freezers for all of any company you can think of in the restaurant industry. Golden Corral. You think about fancy restaurants. They all need freezers. We built walk-in freezers. And so we had lean systems because turnover was pretty high in those companies. And so we needed processes and standards to make sure that the training cycles yielded high quality. All right, what does the certification look like? Here's the roadmap. So all these links take you to your certification. If you use the video, we walk through them. The video, or you can just work through the video end to end, but these are the links. And so readiness, what should you know? Great YouTube video on white belt. You need a leadership sponsor to help you through it. Coach with at least 10 years of lean, academic and practical, so they can help you through whatever knotholes you might get into. Curriculum. And so this is what I commonly train to, about 20 weeks, 1-hour sessions, led by a coach, so that there's time for practical implementation and testing of your knowledge, and then feedback with team members. Study guides and fundamentals. It's an open book test. And so some of you could probably go take it next week with a little bit of the information, then pass. That's fine. You may not have the practical side of it though and be able to implement it. And so that's what you want. You want the practical and the academic. And then the certification. And so this link goes to this global body. And so they are globally recognized and accredited all over the world. And so that's the type of certification you want. You don't want it done by an individual that says you have it. You don't want it done by a smaller company that's not recognized by other companies. You want a global certification. Like I said, it hits every sector. We need to know, and so it's important for you to know, which sector are you in? What is and these are stock market sectors, but these are also basically just a breakdown of business structures. And so it's applicable in every market sector. It's important to know what sector you're in so that as you go deploy lean, it fits. It fits the size, the scale, the techniques, the processes and systems that you're using in your sector. And so that's important as well. You can always connect with me. And so I mentioned the website. You click on the links. Connect is a very great, it's a new tool for Q&A. And so there's easy functions there to text, video chat, things of that nature. And it's on demand. And so great ways to connect. Always on LinkedIn, free as well. Thanks again for coming and visiting and getting more, learning more about getting your Lean Six Sigma globally accredited certification. This is Andrew. Connect with me on LinkedIn for the daily LDP, daily leadership development lessons, dropping knowledge, things I've learned from mentors, from supervisors, from peers, and from people I've led. Let's get that certification this year. I promise you, it'll last a lifetime in business and your life. Thank you so much. Have a great day.